All right, let's go ahead and call the Senate to order. Sergeant Arms will please secure the chamber doors. Members, please take your seats. Madam Clerk, please call the roll.
Mr. President.
All right, Senators. On this beautiful Monday, I think it's waning gibbous, that beautiful full moon that's out there. Tomorrow's, I think it's, what's the one right before waning gibbous? We are very, very pleased to have Rabbi Ari Goldstein from the Temple Beth Shalom in Arnold, Maryland, guest of the distinguished senator from the 33rd District. Please rise for the invocation.
President Ferguson, thank you once again for warmly inviting me to deliver an opening prayer, and of course for your steady and trusted leadership. Senator Guile, you are a treasure. Where is she? Oh, there. You are a treasure to me, and you brought another treasure with you today. That's Lucy, and we'll have a lot to talk about tomorrow. Senator Henson, congratulations on your election, and I look forward to getting to know you better in the time ahead. And to all of you who sit within these hallowed walls of this historic building, I'm so grateful for your service to this beautiful state of Maryland. You know, this is my third time, I think, standing before you, and believe me when I say that I do not take it lightly. My job is to inspire you and to recognize the significance of the many and mighty responsibilities that lay before you. And also to recognize that while some of your tasks might seem banal or humdrum at times, these very tasks reassure your constituents that things are okay and under control. We live in an unsettled world. I just returned from some time with my family volunteering in Israel. It's unsettled there. My hometown of New Orleans was shattered by terrorism in the early hours of New Year's Day. It's unsettled there. I wouldn't be surprised if each and every person in this hall has a loved one feeling at minimum vulnerable as the fires of Los Angeles continue on their deadly march. These are but three of a countless number of examples in which we feel like we live not just in an unsettled time, but even almost in an upside-down turbulent time. It's the opposite of what we would expect. And that's why your job today and every day is so important. At turbulent times, we look to our leaders to put their arms around us and tell us that you have things under control. You are a body of normalcy. You are a body of comfort. The opening words of the Bible or the Torah, the book of Genesis, it says, "In the beginning, God created heaven and earth, and the earth at that time was chaotic and unformed." So the early rabbis of the Talmud recognized that God was teaching us something in that moment. And to those ancient rabbis, they wrote a blessing worthy of being repeated this evening. They said, "We praise you, O God, for teaching us how to build strong foundations from chaos." My hope for you too. Thank you very much for having me.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Well said. Thank you. Amen. Chair recognizes the senator from the 33rd District.
Thank you very much, Mr. President. It's an honor to welcome back the good rabbi back to the Senate. I have the privilege of sharing the rabbi with a good senator from the 30th District. As many may recall, my daughter Lucy is in preschool at Temple Beth Shalom, and she absolutely adores the rabbi. When she found out her rabbi, because that's what she calls him, her rabbi, will be here tonight at Mama's office, because that's what she calls the State House, Mama's office, she didn't want to miss it. Seeing the joy and warmth she associates with the Temple Beth Shalom community is a testament to Rabbi Goldstein's leadership and the nurturing environment of the school. Although our family isn't Jewish, Temple Beth Shalom has welcomed us and our Lucy with open arms, and we are so grateful to be part of a community that values learning, inclusion, and understanding. In particular, during a time of rising anti-Semitism, it feels important to teach our children about the beauty of Judaism, the strength of its traditions, and the resilience of the Jewish people. So thank you, Rabbi, for being here. And if I may, Mr. President, accompanying my daughter Lucy, as the rest of my family, my husband DJ, my daughter Betty, our amazing au pair Myra, who's recently joined us, my oldest daughter Addie, the teenagers home doing homework. So, and I'd ask the rabbi's words be journalized. Thank you, Mr. President.
Without objection, most certainly. Thank you so much, Senator. And we welcome the entire Guile family and extended members of the newly formed, or new members of the family who are here. So pleased to have you all with us today. Thank you. It's wonderful. All right, let's see. Has everyone recorded their presence in the chamber? Almost. I think we saw the Vice Chair of B&T. Well, all right. The clerk will take the call. With 43 members in the chamber and a quorum being present, the Senate of Maryland is now yet again in session. We have some guests here today. Let's do introductions. Let's start with introductions. We want to welcome the senator from the 34th District, who is here with us. We welcome. We know great to see you. It is wonderful to see you. Yes. Yeah. Deal. All right. Let's do introductions. Yes, Chair of the Finance Committee.
Thank you, Mr. President. I just want to introduce my husband, Len Beidel, who is in the gallery above me. Yay! And I just want to thank him. Many of you know I lost my dad on Thursday, and I just want to thank my husband for all of his support and love during this time. And it's just been a really difficult time, and he's been amazing. So thank you, Mr. President.
Thank you, Madam Chair, and we're so sorry for your loss as well. It's been a long journey, and we're here for you in the Senate family, so just know it. All right, other introductions. We do have someone in whose face we know very, very well, who is joining us as, left us here stranded in the Senate, had to go on to bigger and better things. Yes, let me recognize the senator from the 27th District, followed by the senator from the 25th District.
Thank you very much, Mr. President. If I might, on behalf of the Prince George delegation, say good evening and welcome home to the President of the Maryland Hospital Association. So I don't want to take too much of the accolades from District 25, but on behalf of Prince George County, glad to have you here.
Excellent. And let's yield to the senator from the 25th District.
We obviously have a very, very special person here with us today, and has so many people want to stand up and welcome her in. But I'm so happy to have a true patriot to our country, a true patriot to the state of Maryland, the person that I was able to replace, and a great mentor, Melanie Griffith from the Maryland Hospital Association, former senator of District 25.
And the good president and CEO, former senator, has her incredible staff from MHA, I believe, in the gallery above us, behind me. Excellent. So welcome to the whole MHA team. Welcome. We welcome you to the Senate, and we know you have a great leader helping to navigate these turbulent times. So great to see you. Great to see you. All right. Additional introductions? Any other introductions? We do have a resolution. We have some guests. Let's recognize the senator from District 12 who has a resolution.
Thank you, Mr. President. Colleagues, the history and story of America is very incomplete without recognizing the contributions of all of those in our very rich and diverse communities, particularly those who have been marginalized or whose story or history have never been told. So today we recognize the contributions of those whose histories and stories are sometimes forgotten, but very important in building recognition to all of the important effort that our Korean American community has contributed to the state of Maryland. And so today we celebrate Korean American Day, a day in which we honor the immeasurable contributions Korean Americans have made to our nation and also to Maryland since the very first immigrants arrived here some 122 years ago in North America back in 1903. Through their very hard work, their industry, and their talent, they've contributed much to our economic vitality and cultural richness, including serving bravely in our U.S. Armed Forces and propelling our state forward in science, transportation, education, medicine, technology, business, sports, and arts, and just about every single field. So today I ask our colleagues to respectfully join in celebrating Korean American Day in honoring our special guests today from the Korean American journalist community. We have 3 journalists. We have Hee Kyung-bae from the Korea Times, No Kyung Park from Mana 24, and Sun Myung Hwang from Sun's Radio Systems. And on behalf of our Korean community throughout the state of Maryland, we have Soo-ah Ahn, the president of the Korean Society of Maryland, all with us on the Senate floor this evening. And so if I can ask the body to give a warm welcome to recognize our Korean American leaders on this Korean American Day. Thank you so much.
If we could have the clerk read the resolution in full.
Be it hereby known to all that the Senate of Maryland offers its sincerest congratulations to the Korean American Media of Maryland in recognition of your coverage of Korean American Day, celebrating the first entry of Korean immigrants in 1903 and their contributions to Maryland. The entire membership extends its best wishes on this memorable occasion and directs this resolution be presented on this 13th day of January, 2025.
The clerk will call the roll.
Mr. President?
Has everyone recorded their vote? If so, the clerk, if we could help out the senator from Thick, will take the call. With 44 votes in support of Korean American Media of Maryland, we want to thank you for your incredible coverage and for your contributions here in the state of Maryland for the Korean Americans who are joining us here this evening, especially during these very turbulent times overall. So thank you all and congratulations. Thank you all so much. And I believe we have a number of other guests who are in the gallery as well. We thank you for joining us and thank you for being here to celebrate today and as we move forward together as a strong state. Thank you, thank you, thank you for being here with us. All right, I think that does it for resolutions. It does. So let's go ahead and jump into the little bit of work that we have. So we consider the reading of the journal from the prior legislative day. We have the introduction of Senate bills. This is calendar number 7. The clerk will read the calendar.
Senate Bill 300, Senator Saling, Criminal Law, Theft of a Handgun, Judicial Proceedings.
Majority Leader moves so be considered the reading of the bills. Let's go to calendar number 8. Clerk will read the bill.
Senate Joint Resolution number 2, Senator Lewis Young, United States of America, National Infrastructure Bank, Budget and Taxation.
All right, next order of business is the Senate bond initiatives, calendar 2. Clerk will read the calendar.
Number 1, Senator Benson, Community Boys and Girls Club, Budget and Taxation.
Majority Leader moves so be considered the reading of the legislative bond initiatives. They will be referred to the Capital Committee. We have an announcement by the President. Clerk will read the announcement.
In accordance with Rule 33D, the final legislation has been reassigned as indicated below. Senate Bill 114, Senator Simon Ayer and Jackson, Maryland Department of Labor licenses, notation of veteran statuses and eligibility for benefits, reassigned to Education, Energy, and the Environment, and Finance.
All right, the bill will be referred to the Committee on Education, Energy, Education, Energy, and the Environment and Finance, duly assigned. We have one more announcement by the President. Clerk will read the announcement.
In accordance with Rule 33D, the following legislation has been reassigned as indicated below. Senate Bill 295, Senator McCray, Income Tax Reconciliation Program, Establishment Maryland Fair Taxation for Justice Involved Individual Act, reassigned to Budget and Taxation.
All right, the bill will be reassigned to the Budget and Taxation Committee. All right, that does it. The desk is clear, so we've got through all our work this evening. And just so, why are we doing the Monday evenings? We know the House is out at 4:30. It's one of the only times that kind of working Marylanders can come down and see the session and see it in action in Monday evening. It's just a chance, the one day of the week that they can really count on. So it's important for us, I believe, to be here so that the Senate is in session when we are here. So appreciate you all accommodating. And even though we don't have too much work, it'll get a little busier later on. All right, let's go with committees. Do we have any committee announcements? Chair of Finance.
Thank you, Mr. President. We have no meetings tonight, obviously, but we're meeting tomorrow at 1 o'clock for a briefing and bill hearings.
Wonderful. Chair of Education, Energy, and the Environment.
Yes, so no meetings tonight, but tomorrow we'll be dealing with data centers, co-location, the situation with the solar industry in our state. That's tomorrow, 1 o'clock. Thank you, Mr. President.
Thank you, Senator. Budget and Tax, Judicial Proceedings, any other select committees, joint committees? Yes, Protocol?
Yep. Thank you, Mr. President. If I could just welcome back our next round of pages for this week, starting with Ami Akwa. She's actually out sick today, but she'll be back with us later this week. Next, we have Muna Chiso Anu Lafour. She's from Prince George's County, District 22, College Park Academy. Next, we have Zoe Plogger from Hartford County, District 34, a student at Edgewood High School.
Welcome.
Justin Rodriguez Rivas from Prince George's County, District 47, a student at Bladensburg High School. Misha Slattery from Washington County, District 2, a student from Boonesboro High School.
All the way from 2.
Mia Slow from Anne Arundel County, District 31, a student at Severna Park High School. And last, Arya Vishwanathan Ram from Howard County, District 9, a student at Marriott's Ridge High School.
Welcome,
Thank you, Mr.
welcome.
President.
It's a pleasure to have you all, the best and brightest from our state. We look forward to having you this week and learn from some of these incredible members. So ask lots of questions and make the best of the situation. Yes, Senator from Prince George's.
Yeah, thank you very much, Mr. President. I just want to recognize Machisa School, College Park Academy.
Senator may proceed.
It is located in the 22nd District, but it's called College Park Academy because the City of College Park and the University of Maryland founded the school, and I serve on the board, and I'm very proud of the school and very proud of all our students. For the body, this year, the U.S. News and World Report named College Park Academy in the top 10% of high schools in the United States. And we're all real proud. And thanks for all the support.
Also closing achievement gaps. So the data's really pretty remarkable. It's doing some really good stuff. Excellent. Senator from Carroll County, no? Oh, yes, Minority Caucus. Minority Whip on behalf of caucus.
Thank you, Mr. President. The Senate Republican Caucus will be meeting tomorrow morning at 8:45. 8:45. We will begin right at 8:45, though. Thank you, Mr. President.
All right, lots to talk about. How about let's hear from the Democratic Caucus? Chair of the Democratic Caucus.
Thank you very much, Mr. President. We want to make sure people get a chance to rest a little bit. We're going to start at 9 a.m. tomorrow, 9 a.m. In the James Senate Office Building, 204, Senate Majority Office, Senate Caucus tomorrow.
We're going to stop by one and go to the other, so what are the opposites?
All are welcome.
All are welcome, all are welcome. All right, it just makes sure there's a change of parties. Yes, all right, any further announcements, We still have the Battle of the Beltways potentially in order. Big Ravens Commanders, it was a big weekend. We'll see what comes. 2 to go. It's an exciting 2 weeks here. All right, if that's it, anything else? Any observations? If not, all right, let's do a quorum call before we adjourn.
Mr. President?
Has everyone recorded their presence? If so, the clerk will take the call. With 44 members in the chamber and a quorum being present, the Senate of Maryland remains in session. Chair recognizes the Majority Leader.
Thank you, Mr. President. I would like to adjourn tonight in honor of Alexander Bernie Grabowski, our Senator Bidle's father, who passed away last week. And I move that the Senate of Maryland adjourn until Tuesday, January 14th at 10 a.m.
10 a.m. Without objection, so ordered. Be good, be safe.